Two seeds fell on the same patch of soil, on the same spring morning. Same sun, same chance to become something, but only one of them would still be standing by autumn.
The first seed split open fast. Within days, a stem shot upward. It reached for sunlight like it was late for something, visible to everyone who passed by. The second seed did nothing visible at all. No stem, no leaf, nothing for the eye to admire. Underground, in the dark, it was making a different kind of decision. Above ground, people only praise what they can see, and what they could climbing fast. Birds landed on it, children pointed at it. It was, by every visible measure, winning. But roots don't care about applause. The second seed kept sending its root deeper, past the topsoil, into harder ground. It was not trying to be tall, it was trying to be unshakable. Weeks passed. The tall plant grew taller still. Its stem grew thin and brittle, stretched out by its own hurry. It had height, but it had never built the foundation to hold that height up. Far off, dark clouds began gathering on the horizon. Neither seed could see them yet, but one of them was ready and one was not. Nature doesn't ask if you're prepared. It only asks if you prepared. The wind arrived first, then the rain. Most people skip, but the storm is the entire point. The storm is what reveals what was real. The tall one bent first. Its thin stem had nothing to brace against. It had spent its whole life reaching upward. Single choice became the only thing that mattered. With one final gust, the tall plant snapped at the base. It fell into the mud it had spent its whole life rising above. All that height, gone in a single second it never saw coming. Meanwhile, below the surface, the second seed felt the same wind. But its roots gripped harder soil, anchored deep where couldn't reach. What it built in silence was now the only thing keeping it alive. The small sprout above ground swayed violently. It looked, for a moment, like it might lose too. But swaying is not the same as breaking. A thing can bend without ever being in danger of falling. By morning, the storm had passed. The sky cleared. The wind grew still. Two seeds had faced the exact same conditions. Only one of them was still standing. Now let's step out of the soil for a moment, because this story was never only about plants. You might think survival is about how fast you grow, but let nature teach us through two unexpected teachers. A turtle and a rabbit, who once raced for the very same reason these two seeds grew. The rabbit sprinted ahead instantly, the way the tall plant once applauded in the moment. The turtle simply began walking, the way the deep root once simply began digging. Confident in his lead, the rabbit stopped to rest beneath a tree. This is the quiet danger of early visible success. It convinces you the work is done. The turtle never stopped, not because he wasn't tired, but because stopping was never part of his plan, his pace to the rabbit's. He only cared about reaching the line, however long it took him. By the time the rabbit woke, the sun had moved across the sky. He speed born from panic outpaces steady ground already covered. The finish line was no longer his to win. The turtle crossed the line first. Calm, steady, unimpressive to watch, and undeniable in the result. Two creatures, two seeds, one lesson. Now bring this back to your own life, because this was never really about turtles or seeds. Most people build like the rabbit. Almost no one builds like the root. The storm in your life will not look like wind and rain. It will look like a job loss, a medical bill, a slow month, an emergency you didn't plan for. And on that day, it will not matter how tall you looked the week before.
What will matter is what you built underground, where no one was watching and no one was clapping, whirring. Roots don't perform for an audience. They just hold.
This is not a lesson about moving slowly for its own sake. The wisest people learn to do both, but they never confuse one for the other. So here is the only question worth asking yourself tonight. If your storm came tomorrow, not someday, would it be height people admired or roots no one ever saw? You do not need to grow fast. You need to grow downward before you grow upward. That single decision, repeated quietly for long enough, becomes the difference between snapping. It always has, it always will. Back in that storm-battered field, spring eventually returned. The fallen stem decayed quietly into the soil. Even failure, it turns out, still feeds the ground. And the second seed finally rose above the surface, no longer easy to overlook. What took the longest to begin had become the strongest to remain. So the next time you feel behind because someone else's growth looks faster, taller, it always does eventually, and it only rewards the ones who built downward first. Two seeds, one storm, only one truth. Grow your roots before you grow your height, and let the storm prove what you already knew. Small seed, big tree.